welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Samuel in motion. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Debo going in motion left. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. Samuel in motion. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
To throw, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Motion man is Shakir. To the air, Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Debo going in motion left. Here's Purdy. Back to Debo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Samuel in motion. Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Purdy looking to throw. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Operating from the gun. Purdy. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Purdy. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal. Purdy. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Defensively, they didn't have an answer last drive. They're going to have to do something here. 5 catches alone on the previous series, a touchdown too.
And you and I both know that defensive coordinators tell us all the time, we don't wait for halftime for adjustments, things of that nature, right? We adjust series to series. Well, I think sometimes you need to adjust play to play because that last series, he absolutely shredded them. I've got to send more people his way and make someone else beat me on the next drive if I'm the defense.
Got to do something. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on first down. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And here come the Bills.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Allen. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Well, understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Motion man is Shakir.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A great move, couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Debo going in motion left. Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now a second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen to throw once more. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Here's Allen to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. In motion, the tight end. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings it 2nd and 5 at the Bills'
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to throw, Purdy.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Purdy from the gun.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Gregory Rousseau
In there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Samuel in motion. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
This is 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Here's a diving catch right side. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To the air, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 49 yards. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
On the podium is Commissioner Goodell. He'll present the Lombardi Trophy to the San Francisco 49ers, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.